to our channel. So today we're going to do a walkthrough of Hurricane Harbor in Arlington, Texas. This had to have been one of the most staffed water parks we've been to in the 2021 season, and it was one of the biggest water parks that we've been to. So keep watching if you want to see a walkthrough of all the attractions in the park.
So as you can see in the bottom left-hand side, it lists all the rides and attractions at this water park. This Six Flags water park has so many more water slides than a typical Six Flags park, and a lot of the newer models. You can see here they have 3 of the newer models in a row, all in the same area. These are high thrill water slides, but are seen as family slides. You can do them with multiple people. So this is a really cool section, and actually, even when the park got pretty busy in the later half of the day after it stopped raining, this area still wasn't too crowded, so it was still easy to get on a water slide. Another unique thing about this water park is they have a few slides that actually drop into pools, as you can see here. A lot of the water parks don't make these anymore. There is these kind of slides in Wildwood, New Jersey, and they're like one of the only places that have these, slides that really have that nice drop into the pool. So I thought this was a really unique part of this park, and these slides are wild. People love them. And again, there's not a huge line in that area of the park either. So if you see big lines and you're looking for something to do, chances are those slides are within a 2-minute wait to get on. Of course, the only thing about most Six Flags parks is you do have to carry your tubes up. Got to cut costs somewhere. They do have one ride, one of their newest water slides in the other half of the park that does have a chain lift for the tubes, but all these water slides down here in this new area, you do have to carry your tube up to the top. There is also a weight limit, but I feel like their weight limit is a lot heavier than we just saw when we were at SeaWorld. Their weight limit was pretty light, even for, the together slides. Most of these ones are 700 pounds, so definitely a lot, bigger of a weight limit than we've seen recently at Aquatica. And if you're looking to bring your little ones to the park, there is a huge kids area. It goes pretty far back, so there's different water slides for them to do. There's, one of those big kid play areas. There's also like a jungle gym thing. There's multiple kid splash zones around the park too. I'm not sure how much of that I got, but there's a lot of areas of splash zones. And then in the far back, there's actually like a fake pirate ship, which I'll show here in a second. So definitely lots of things for little kids to do. They would absolutely love this park. I love the fact that this park put pools around the area and not just a wave pool. They actually had this wading pool, and it's really nice. You can actually kind of go through the pool to get to different areas of the park, which is awesome. And as you can see, in the middle of this area is where the Diamond Oasis seating is. So if you are a Diamond member of the park, definitely try to reserve that area because it's really nice up there. So as I mentioned before, this is one of the only water parks we've been to this year from Six Flags that has been staffed. And not only was it staffed, it was fully staffed, I would say. Almost every single, not only slide was open, but restaurant was open too. And they had multiple people working. So they really did a great job at staffing this water park. I'm not sure why all the parks can't do it like Arlington, because there was barely any lines all day. Even during the busiest times, the lines were super fast and you barely had to wait. So I will definitely say huge props to Hurricane Harbor in Arlington for getting those employees on the schedule and really making sure that all the attractions are open. Because again, you don't pay discounted rates when you go to a park. So if half the slides are closed, it just sucks for you. You don't get a discount. So it's really nice when you come to the parks and all the rides are open when they can be. So again, super, super thankful to Six Flags for that. I think this is a change from the last time we came, but they took out most of the inner tubes out of the lazy river, and you can either rent an inner tube or you can bring your own. There was tons of people with their own inner tubes in there, which I've really never seen before at a water park, but it seemed like most people knew to bring their own tubes. So either you had a rental tube, which you can see here, it says rental on the back. So either you had a rental tube or you brought your own floaties, your own tubes, or you just kind of walked along the lazy river. So again, that was different than last time. I remember last time coming here, it was full of regular tubes like all lazy rivers are, but again, they definitely had that change. This store looked so cool. It was Pineapple Man. It has like boba tea and different really fun drinks. So I really like that booth. They also have a different diamond seating area here where you have some shade on the lawn chairs. So this is a nice place. There's a lot of places to put your stuff. I show a couple areas, but there is huge areas with tons of lawn chairs, and there is tons of lockers here too. So there's definitely not a lack of seats. It didn't seem like, at least.
It's called the Pineapple Man, and they have boba tea.
Oh, they have that everywhere.
So the two-person raft slide is SeaWorld. It's one of their newer slides. You can see that's the one that they do have the chain kind of lift for the tubes to go on. I will say, because the park had to close for a minute because it was raining, about an hour, because it was raining and lightning. And before the park opened back up, there was about an hour-long wait just already building up outside of SeaWorld. It's definitely probably the longest wait in the whole park by far. So if you want to ride it early, because when we first came, we were like, it took us a 2-minute wait to come to ride that right at 11 a.m. And then right before we were about to go on it, the park shut down because of lightning. So if you get there first thing in the day, you shouldn't have to wait. You could even probably ride it a couple times. Then of course later in the day it gets super busy. So I showed the racers. So they have a really nice racers. They were pretty huge too. They have this water slide. Again, typically parks that have those first 3 newer ones that I showed you wouldn't also have this one. So they just have so many water slides. They really spent a lot of money on this park. Here is another one of those splash zone areas for the kids to play in.
There's actually people in it right now. When I saw it before, it was like...
This is their newest slide for this season. It's the Bonanzi Pipeline. I believe it's more for younger kids to enjoy, but it definitely is a nice addition to the park. And behind here, you can see the black slide. It was hard to get closer to the black slide, but that is by far their most popular slide in the park. The wait to get on that at the end of the day was at bare minimum 45 minutes. And those are probably the most unique water slides that I've ever been on.
How do you feel the new Bonanzi slides were?
They're terrible.
Why?
Barely any water pressure. So slow. It's the worst edition of 2021 at any park.
Sir, what about the black slides? What about those?
Best water slides at any park.
Why?
You heard it here first.
Why?
Why? Unexpected drops, a lot of speed. Very good theming up there. These things should knock them down.